Hello, hello, surprise. Surprise. I've got a few minutes before I go out on my errands today. So I thought I would, hi Linda, I thought I would, number one, show what I did with the junk journals. The giant, huge, huge, huge things that need a name. Big Bertha is taken. Why does that feel like it needs to be up a little bit? So it's getting pretty big. I guess it doesn't need to be up. And so well, thank you, Lisa. I have put some flaps in here. I don't want pockets. Big Bertha has pockets. I have used all kinds of things that I was getting ready to throw away that I didn't think I would use. And so it's got all kinds of flaps in here. And I used things that were kind of sturdy, cardstock-like pages, some calendar pages, some junk mail, some box that I cut apart, the gift boxes. I have some brochures from places. I put this one from Charleston. And there are some magazine covers. I was done with the magazines. And some, hi Catherine. Hello. I was done with the magazines and was going to throw them away, but then I thought, well, you know, they're sturdy enough. I can use those as pages. And I don't love working in junk journals. They're too busy for me, but this is going to be a glue book, so I am covering everything. I used quite a few of the paint chip brochures that I had. I hadn't been using them. I've had them for quite a while, and I did rip off the paint chips so that they weren't quite so thick when I glue things on top of them. So I did take the color bits off of those. I did. So I can glue stuff on top of them, but I used the ones I had, which was quite a few. Color books that I took all the color book pages out of, junk mail. So I've got lots of flaps. I've added lots of flaps. Here's a brochure that I got somewhere along my travels. And so, hi Rose, hi Vicki, hi Veronique. So yeah, I've added quite a few flaps. I'm looking forward to adding images to the flaps and that kind of stuff. So I wanted to show what I've done so far. I put this brochure in. I don't know where I got it, but it's kind of cool, and it comes way out. So that's a lot of places to glue here. Hi, Melissa. So that is, oh, and M sent me these elephants. And I didn't want to cut them apart, but they were too long to use in anything. So I folded them and glued part of this down on this page, and then I'll cover the rest of it with bits, with glue book bits. So then I can use this and have it and look at it and have a grand time with it. She sent fish too, and fish are in here somewhere. So I've got flaps everywhere. I glued a lot of things in on the pages so I can use the flaps. And I've got lots and lots of space to glue stuff in. And here's one that flips up, so it's very interactive and should be a lot of fun when I start getting stuff in there. And this is what I want to work on today. I've got it, the base, the structure put together. Help me come up with a name for this. Big Bertha's taken, but I feel like it needs a name. Giant Junk Journal just doesn't seem to be exciting enough for me. So, I did want to show a couple more. Oh, that's what I meant to grab, is my list for junk journals. I want to add a couple more to the list. Hi, Misty. New to glue books. It is fun. You'll like it. It's really easy. It's really fun. I wanted to add to the glue book list today. Try to get them all out by the end of the month. Not that I'm going to get them finished, but I want to get them all started and I want to get them all out there. And so I did the basic part of the junk journal before, and I showed these little Globe Life junk mail brochure thingamajiggers that I have been collecting for a long time. I did go ahead and sew a bunch of them. I don't even know how many are in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That seems like a lot, but maybe it's only 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of these together, 3 different signatures. So that is going to be a really fun little book to do some glue booking in. Glue booking has become a verb now. Just so you know, it is the new verb. It's the new verb. What else are we going to call it? It's glue booking. We're glue booking today. Happy dance, happy dance. Hi, Debbie. So I put that one together. And then I also showed these pamphlets that I've got from Backroads. It's a travel company, and they sent me 7 different ones of this throughout a couple of years. And I thought they were a great size. And so I sewed 2 of them together and 3 of them together because I had 7. So we've got the pamphlets that fold out this way, and they fold out this way. And the one with the 3, I put the great big huge one that folds and folds and folds out forever and ever and ever. Now these are travel brochures for the different travel tours that they were advertising at the time. So they're all based on their travel pictures in here. And so I wanted to introduce the next glue book that the next variation of glue book for the glue book list is a travel glue book. And so I, after putting them together, realized that's what I needed to use as the base for this glue book. I have been saving images for places that I have been, that I want to go to, that are really cool. I'll probably never get a chance to. I kind of sorted them out yesterday. I need to trim them all up before I start this, but here are a lot of images. I'm not sure if I've got enough, but of course I can always find more. And I will be putting those images in this theme glue book. It's a theme. It's travel, places of the world. So glue books, they can be different structures, they can be different themes, and they can have different kinds of things glued into them. So this, I don't remember what number I'm on, but this one will be the next one. I think my list is out in the other room. Of course, I meant to grab it. I ran out of time. So this is the next one that I will be working on in the near future, the travel glue book. Just gluing images in. So my definition of a glue book for Glue Book January, I'm doing glue books all January, and I am showing some different things that you can do with books, some different structures or forms for the books themselves, and different kinds of things that you can glue into glue books. My definition for glue book, and it's just my definition, it's not the be-all end-all definition, it's just what I am going by. My definition of a glue book is a book, a signature, or a piece of paper or cardstock that you glue images or glue pieces of paper onto, onto. Glue book. Yeah, hi Jean. Hi Raven. So that's my definition, and I'm showing different ways to do glue books. So there's another one I want to show today. Another variation of the travel glue book. This one is kind of a smash book, travel, memento, souvenir kind of glue book. Some of you may know that last year at Christmas, I spent in New Orleans, and I was, where is it? I was by myself for a few hours on Christmas Eve in New Orleans, and I bought this walking tour with a map for the French Quarter, and the Glue Book January giant. Okay, so I bought this little brochure. It's a walking tour, and I tried to follow it for a while, but I got distracted with some shops and some things I found, and I kind of went other way, so I didn't finish the tour. But I've got this wonderful book with a lot of pictures of the time of New Orleans. And as I was walking around, I collected all kinds of stuff, brochures. I went shopping, and collected a bunch of brochures. I went shopping. I found some of these incense, and they are super, super strong, even in the plastic. I walk by them and I can still, they're so strong, they almost turn my stomach. They belong in New Orleans. They're great there. They smell wonderful there. But you bring them out of New Orleans and they are overpowering. Just saying. So I did collect things from off the street. I collected menus of places that I ate. I collected, of course, I found some beads and some feathers, that kind of stuff. Tissue paper in some things I bought. Here's a purple paper bag that I bought and got that. So I kept all this stuff. I've got the menus somewhere. The menus don't look like they're in here. And I kept some of the brochures, and what I'm going to do is glue those kinds of things into my book. I might make some notes about maybe something that I ate at one of the restaurants with the menu, what I picked up, and just kind of make a whole glue book souvenir style out of this brochure. So that is the next one on the list. You got the travel places of the world glue book, and then you've got the souvenir glue book. Okay, so I will put those on the list. Hi, Betty. I'll put those on the list when I get my list. I still need to update it with a couple of the other things. So, oh, these go in there too. Yeah, I kept a bunch of stuff. And I will just glue book a whole bunch of stuff in there. I went to a bookstore and got this at the bookstore. Yeah, it was a fun, interesting trip. So that's what I am going to do. That's the next two on the list for anyone that's paying attention or for anyone who is trying to make a list of their own. I will add them to the document in interested in the Gluebooking room tour. Gluebooking room tour. What's the Gluebooking room tour? Did I miss something? All right. So I need my gluing magazine, and I am just going to work in this giant thing today. Hi, Ina. You need a souvenir glue book. Another one, as I'm doing the souvenir thing, okay? Another variation of that particular one. I did this one a couple years ago. This was a book that I put together. I went to visit my daughter. She had just moved to Kentucky, and I drove there from Alabama. And so I picked up some brochures along the way so that when I would go back to visit her again, we had some things that I wanted to do, and I wanted a reminder of those things. So I put these pamphlets in this book, and I was going to use it for the next trip, and I never did get to go, and now I have moved, so I won't be using it. So isn't this one cool? I love this one. I love this. So I had put a bunch of these brochures into this book, and now I feel like I'm not going to use it. But this would be a great idea for a glue book as well. When you have the brochures, Ripley's Aquarium of the Smokies. I thought this would be really cool. I loved how the pages had poke-ups. Poke-ups, is that what those are called? They stick up? I just thought that was interesting. So I put them in here because I just thought it was really, really cool to have the things poking out. So I did put all these brochures together. Here's another one that I like. It's got the fold outs. But this was actually, I've got too many pages in here for a glue book. If I start putting stuff in here, it would get too fat because there's just too much in there. And you know, I don't think I'm ever going to use it. I might put this up for sale in a couple weeks. So look for that. But I did, after I moved, I came and I wanted a bunch of stuff. I want to see the area that I've moved into, so I grabbed a bunch of the same kind of pamphlets for the area. And I will be putting these together in the same kind of book. And I might make, here's a map. I have to cut that apart and make the book out of that. But I think it would be fun to have a little glue book for the area, a travel notebook to keep notes and to glue things in as you're traveling. You can collect things and write notes where you stayed, menus, what you ate, what you picked up, what you bought, receipts, you know, just a whole souvenir of a trip, really. So I have these, and I probably will be making these into a little book, And I might make that into a glue book after I am done finding these places. But anyway, just wanted to put that out there. There's a lot of different ways to put together a souvenir book, or, hi Kathleen, a souvenir book, a travel book, a memento, or that kind of thing. So just putting some ideas out there. So I got some images here. I was busy trimming things up. So this junk journal, I've been talking too much now. Some water. This junk journal is going to be a completely random glue book. Completely random. I'm just going to be gluing stuff in wherever it fits. I don't care what's on the page already. I don't care if the color matches. I don't care if, you know, it's just going to be completely random. And it should be pretty fun. And I was going through my shoebox full of images that I hadn't gone through in a while. Well, that one fits pretty much right there. Let me put it on the bottom. Let me put it on the bottom while I'm talking. Let me start gluing while I'm talking. So I was going through the shoebox of all these images, and I've got so many images that I hadn't been in the shoebox for a while. So I've decided I need to use stuff up or get rid of stuff. And this glue book is so big, I don't have room to have images up here to glue and to glue the stuff in. Houston, we have a problem. Okay, so there's a wrinkle in there. So I am going through my images, and I will be either gluing them in here or finding a new home for stuff. I have way too much stuff. So, hi Emma. So, so I'm also, you know, trying to organize stuff and things as well. All right, trying to get that straight. Sorry. All right. Boy, this is just a monster when I have it all out here and trying to glue stuff into it. So I want to glue the larger images first and then put other things on top. I think that'll make it easier in the long run. This is too wide. I'm going to have to cut that off. I'm going to glue it down and then trim it off of the page. I think that's how I'm going to do that. And I'm going to glue it right up there. See if I can get it flat this time. Boy, I'm not used to working this large. Having some difficulty. Maybe if I just glue on the page. I can get the whole thing done. Just ripped it. So, how many of you guys are doing the glue book Januaries? How many people have started glue books? Let's see if I can get this huge image on here straight. Looks like I can't. Let's turn it sideways. Maybe then I can see what I'm doing. I got it crooked. And there's a lump of glue right there. Wow, those big images are really tough. Let's see if we can get the wrinkles out of this one. All right. Got some wrinkles in there, but not too bad. Not too horrible. I'm going to trim it off. You've started? Raven started. Edwina? Edwina? I don't even know if I can say that. Tawanda, maybe. Okay, how do I get to this page so I can cut it off? There we go. And it's up. It's kind of over the top, but I'm going to leave that, and maybe I can glue another image over the other side of it. So, Edwina? I've never even heard of that name. Edwina? I'm making up names now. So this one has some words here that I'm not real pleased about. Sticky flippy. Oh dear. Hi Pam. So I'm going to be covering up words like that with images. I want them to be about the right size. But it's going to be completely random. I'm determined to random it, to make it random. Oh, isn't she pretty? She'd be cool right there. I don't think I like those little bits of words right on the top, so I can kind of fussy cut that off and put her right there. I like that. You're working in black and white images. That's fun. That's fun. Sticky flippy, you like that? Flippy stick it. Oh dear. So Shannon gets a normal name like Big Bertha, and I have Sticky Flip It. Doesn't seem quite fair. Not quite fair at all. I protest. Okay, what else can I put on there? That's too big. That's too big. That's interesting. I don't want to cover up her face. I'd have to cut off some of this. Do I want to use it there? Kind of do. Let me cut off this bit right there, and then I'll cut off the bottom. If you have a suggestion for the 3-tier book, Flippy Floppy or Flip Flop for short. You guys, Wow. Don't even get a real name. I just get flippy floppies. I don't know. I just don't know about you guys. Give me a name. A real, I think I want a, I think I want a real name for it. I think I want a real name. Like a person name. Can't you guys find a person name to give me? Francis Flip Flop. Well, we're getting closer, I guess, aren't we? Getting a little closer. Just a little closer. All right. All right, so that, I'm going to add some more little details to that page, but I've got that entire page covered. I got it in covered completely. My first page in this book, whatever its name is. It's the first page. The first completed, well, I don't know if it's completed. I think I want to put some more stuff on it. Ooh. That's pretty close to the right size. I am putting it down there. Let's see if I can maneuver this one. Let's see. Huge Harriet. Oh, see, I like that one. That's cute. Oops, there goes my lid. Uh-oh. There goes my lid. It just went a-flying. I flicked it. It went flying. I need to remember where it is so I can put it back on my glue stick. Huge Harriet. Debbie said, Debbie said Huge Harriet. I kind of like that one. Kind of like that one. Maximum Millie. Mega Myrtle. That's funny. Mega Myrtle. Huge Harriet. I'm liking that one. Debbie, did you say that? Harriet. Fatty Patty. Hi, Mary. Oh. I don't want to name it anything. I don't want it to be a name that I have in any of the FIBS names. I want it to be something else. Pat, I think we've got a Patricia, so I don't want to get confused. I don't want anyone confused about who I'm talking about if I start talking about it. So here's antiques, the word antiques. Trim it and see what it looks like. And I don't like all this white here. Thought I trimmed this up. It's too long. It goes over the people in the boat, so I'm going to have to find different words for that. Might be kind of cool right there, though. Big Bridget. I have a cousin Bridget, so that's not going to work for me. That's not going to work. I like it, but it's just not going to work. Oh, that fits right there too. So I'm going to put them down there. Hi, Cat. It was fun seeing you stream yesterday. Couldn't stay for very long. I had things I had to do. I'm sorry. But it was nice to see that you were streaming. It's funny that my ears were ringing. They really weren't. I just saw the notification that you were on. And that you were having focus issues. And thought of me. Because I've got a lot of focus issues, don't I? My little focus thingy, though, really works well. I'm glad that you found a focus thing that works well for you. Enormous Elsie. Big Boy Benny. Maxine. You guys, you had a fun time. It was fun being there. I wish I could have been there for a little longer. I like this butterfly. No, I'm not going to put the antiques on there. Oh, that's kind of cool right there. So I'm going to put that on there. Moby Thick. Oh dear. Large Lucy. Large Lucy. I don't know any Lucys. We don't know any Lucys, do we? You know, my luck. Start calling it Large Lucy and a Lucy is going to show up. That covers up those words underneath. I like that. Perfect. Perfect. So I need to put something over for those words. I love Moby Thick too. Huge, Huey. I don't know anybody named Moby. No, I do not know anybody named Moby. So that might Moby Thick. It's really kind of hard to say though. I'm gonna have to think about it. I'm gonna have to think. See if it. Something is bound to just kind of stick. You know what I mean? Eventually, it's just gonna stick. I'm going to go to another page because this one's pretty full. Fat Fanny. Hi, Helen. Moby Thick. You love Moby Thick? Veronica likes that too. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And so here's a great, I love this starfish. It needs to go on a full page here. Just like that. I am going to put him up there and trim him off because he's too long. You guys are funny. Oh, it is, isn't it? Okay, so we can't use that name. We don't want to offend anyone. All right. People are liking the Moby Thick. I guess we should have a poll or something. A poll about the name of this huge junk journal. Let me trim this off while it's still wet so it doesn't stick to anything. I need to find a picture of a whale for the cover. Well, I haven't made the cover yet. I'm just working in the signatures so far, so make sure it's right side up. I don't have a community tab on my YouTube, Kat. We've discussed this. I discussed this with Vicky. I don't have one. I would like to have one. Everybody else seems to have one. I don't have one. They didn't give it to me. I'm very bummed. They didn't give me one. I want one. I want one. My creator studio, when I go to community, there is nothing about those kinds of things. I can't do polls. There's no options under that, under my creator studio. Nope, it's not there. I do not have it. Don't have it. Yep, I'm sure if you guys want to go look, you can see for yourselves that I don't have one. I want one because I would use it a lot for a lot of different things, but I don't have one. I am going to cut this off just a tad bit on this side. Only I can see it. Well, I can't see it because I don't have one. I went all through my community over at the Creator Studio to try to turn it on or whatever I needed to do, and then I cut too much of it off. I don't. There's no button to turn it on. And when I was researching it, it said that it was still beta and not everybody had it. So I'm one of the ones that do. Yeah, I can see all my subscribers there, but there's nothing for that community tab. There's no options there for me. No options. It's not under Creator Studio. Not mine. I spent quite a few hours trying to find it, trying to activate it, and found out that not everybody has it yet. And I'm one of the people that don't have it yet. And I was looking at other people. Some people that I subscribe to don't have it either, but most of them did have it. Yeah, I would use it quite a bit, I think. Hi, Verifee. Maybe I can do one on Facebook. Yeah. Lots of people don't have it. That's right, Vicki. Lots of people don't have it. And lots of people do have it. They told me that everybody had it, so I went looking, tried to figure out how to activate it, and then found out that it's still kind of in beta mode and not everybody has it yet. So I'm one of those lucky people that don't have it yet. That fits right there. And hopefully they'll give it to everybody soon, because I think I would use it quite a bit. I think I would. I don't know why I cut so much of this one off and it's bothering me now. Can I get it off? Can I fix it? Let's see if I can fix it so I'm happy with it. See, I have comments, messages, subscribers, super chat, and credits. I do not have community settings. I don't have that on my list. Nope. I'm going to glue this little tiny bit down here so that it covers that spot right there. Yeah, when I went to the beta, it wasn't there either. There's a lot of things that aren't available on the beta. They haven't activated it all yet. They're still working on it, it seems. So that it wasn't underneath there either, because I tried to do that too. I tried to do that too, but I couldn't do a whole lot in beta because they are still working on it or doing something with it, or I don't know. I don't know. But they're getting ready to launch that, I guess. And they just gave it to maybe half the people, because it seems like a lot of people have it. So it looks like they're doing some kind of testing to see how it works for those people, if they need to tweak it anymore before they give it to everybody. I think that's maybe what they're doing. I don't know. I'm not part of that crew, so I don't know. Yeah, it's not in beta either. Nope, I looked there. I did. I was determined to find it. I thought that that would be really neat to use, and I really thought I would use it quite a bit, and then was very disappointed when I didn't have it. Very disappointed. Everybody else seems to. I got that crooked. Let's see if I can get it straight. There we go. Very disappointed. What else can I put on there, on this page? Yeah, I know. I think I'm going to put, I'm looking for a smaller image. Most of the ones I have in here are kind of large, because I wanted to put the large images down first, and then I'm going to go back and put some detail stuff down, and I will cover that up. I want to cover up these words here too, so I'm going to cover it all up with something. Not sure what yet. Not sure what. I must have cut it crooked when I cut it, so is there a little bit of white down here too. Yes, white alert. I've got a white alert person. See, yep, that's what it is. But you don't have to have 10,000. I think there's a couple of people that don't have that many that have it. So maybe, yeah. Melissa, do you have the community settings? Community settings. It's a community button on YouTube that allows you to put like posts like Facebook. You can put announcements up there and polls and all kinds of really cool things, but not everybody has it yet. So we were discussing, I really want it. Ooh, this butterfly would, I don't want to cover up that that starfish. I like that starfish. But the butterfly would be cool over here. So I should put it over here. There's some green all over the place. I like that. My table just isn't. It doesn't have the pools. It's got a lot of good stuff in it. I definitely would make announcements and things like that with it. It would be great. So Melissa, you do have the community tab thing? I'm bummed I don't have it yet. I could put all kinds of stuff up there. I would like to have one. But there's no poll option. Okay. See, I don't understand how some people got it and other people didn't. I'm bummed. I wanted one. Not that I knew I wanted one, but I want one. Hopefully soon that they'll let other people have it. I'm looking for other stuff for this page. Let's see here. Most of these are larger images. Like I said, I want to put stuff, larger images down on the bottom first. And then, ooh, I kind of like that. Find a place for that. And then I can put smaller things on top. That's kind of cool too. And this is just meant for some fun and not to be organized and be really random and all that fun stuff. Here's some smaller images. Maybe I can find places for those. Here's some more smaller images. Let's see what we can see here. I want something that fits that whole space right there, but not too big that it covers up my starfish. Ooh. Ooh, we can trim that down a little bit, and I like that. I like that a lot. So hopefully I can get it soon and start putting some announcements up there and stuff like that. I think I would use it a bit. I like that. I don't have enough room for this book and my gluing magazine. I don't have enough room for everything. My space isn't big enough for this huge book. I think it's a kitchen table book. So I may not work in this again on stream because I'm having some technical difficulties over here. Some technical difficulties. All right. So now I need something that'll cover up this spot, and I don't think I've got a small enough picture, so we're moving on. We're moving on. I like it so far. Hi, Pamela. What's Lebkuchen? Lebkuchen? I don't know if I've heard of that one. Is that Norwegian? See if I can get some images over here. I've got too much beach stuff going on over here. Maybe I should go to a different page. Maybe I should go to a different page. This is a monster. It's a monster, but I think it'll be cool. It's German. Very good. I can glue off screen. I'm gonna continue to struggle here with this, and I may not work on it again on a stream, but I'll struggle with it for now. Let's see, what do we want to put? Let's find a narrow page. Maybe this one. That's too narrow. I like the curtains. I need to find a page that it'll be good on. I like that. Maybe something else. Maybe something else. Yeah, Moby Thick, you guys. Moby Thick definitely has a mind of his own. I can put that there. Ooh, I really like this. Waves, water. I like water. I like beach. Let's see. Maybe I should put some of the water in other signatures. So maybe I shouldn't put that one in. I'll put these guys in somewhere. They're funny to me. Interesting. Maybe I should put them there. I can put some washi tape or something on this white bit. Too many directions to go. A lot of directions to go. Hi, Elizabeth. Let's make him Irish and call him Moby McThick. Oh, that's funny. That's a very interesting name. Moby McThick. Well, I should leave it as a vote for you guys. You keep calling it what you like it to be, and eventually one of the names is going to stick. That is very funny. Moby McThick. Oh, he is a big one. There's another one where it's just, I cut it off, or I cut it crooked. I was trimming stuff up earlier today, and I had a lot of things to do, so I was going kind of fast, and I think I made a few images crooked. It happens. Carla's having a whale of a time. That kind of settles it, doesn't it? It's got to be Moby if I'm having a whale of a time. And I kind of am having a whale of a time. You guys. So silly. So silly. Oh dear. Let's see here. Let's get it on the corner. I like those colors together. I don't know if the images really go together, but I like the colors. It's really kind of hard to see what is going on here in that image. Silly is good. Yeah, it is. It is. We don't want anything to be too serious. We need to trim this up. Which means I got to turn it around so it's faced the right way. I can't have everything be serious. There we go. Get it trimmed. It goes with the seafaring theme. Let's see, where was I? Uh-oh. This one needed to be trimmed too. I didn't see it. Boy, this is a monster guy. Moby the monster. Moby the monster. Okay, where was I? I was not on this page. There. I'm on this page. Moby the monster. He's having his way with me, definitely. Oh, you guys are having a winter storm? Silly makes you laugh, and it's good for you, Kat says. Yes, indeed. There's too much seriousness in the world. I just finished my glue book. My gluing book. My glue runoff book. Before I throw it away, I'm going to do this cover, use this cover. Do I want that up there? I don't know. Might need to go someplace else. I kind of want it to go on the whole page. It fits this whole page perfectly. Oh, looks like it needs to go there. Needs to go there. So I was kind of hoping to get a bit of stuff in here today. I guess I'm going pretty fast, considering that Mr. Moby here has a mind of his own and is almost too large to work at on this table, on this little area here. There, I like that. That works really well. Okay. Hello, Tallulah. I like these hands. I don't know if I have room for them yet. Let's see, what else have we got here to glue in? One of my leftover sunsets. Let's try that. We need another magazine. Good thing I have a couple of them down here. All right. Let's glue the sunset at the top. Sunsets need to be at the top of the page, right? Or should they be at the bottom? Sunset at the top or the bottom? Maybe on the bottom. Putting it there, somebody, as soon as I put it down, somebody's going to say the opposite that I do. It happens every time. I'm going to put it on the bottom. It's down. I know there's a lag. I ask a question and there's probably 30 seconds before I can see people answering that question. It takes a while for the internet to broadcast me and then for somebody to react and to get it back to me. So, middle, both of you said middle, see? Yeah. I think on the horizon, on the bottom. I like it there. I like it there. And the crab. I like him too. I like him too. And he doesn't seem to go well with that page. So maybe we should put him down here somewhere. He's not trimmed off right. So it looks like he needs to go at the bottom here because he kind of looks like he's looking off into the distance. But I do like the way that looks. So I'm going to put it down there and trim it off. Sorry. No, middle was not an option. It had to go on the top or the bottom. Middle. That wasn't an option. Silly people. Silliness. Okay, so I'm going to trim that while it's still wet. So it doesn't glue itself someplace I don't want it to be. see, what else do we have in here? Birds. Crab would be interesting. The crab would be really kind of cool there. Looks like he's kind of looking at this giant crab that's going to come down and bite him or pinch him. What do crabs do? Crabs run away. We can put the ladder up there and then put the crab on top. Put that there. And then crab on top. See if I can get it straight. Nope, of course not. I don't think I've got an image that's small enough for that area. I got this little thing. This was that smaller glue book that I started. So it's got some smaller pictures, and I should probably look in here for some things. I've got glue books all over the place, you guys. I got glue books everywhere. I got glue books everywhere. Huh. I'm going to do some fussy cutting out a little bit later, but I liked this little girl in the background, and I didn't want to lose her. So I thought it was kind of cool with this crab and her in the background. So I didn't want to fussy cut that one out too much because I like that. I liked that. Let's see, do I have anything? The window is too big. Car, kind of interesting. Airplane. Getting it, everything's like blending in too well. So let me continue on with the large images and go back later and do some smaller ones. I'll go back later. See, in your warped brain, you would have fussy cut out the crab so it was latching onto the guy's head. That would have been funny. Nope, nope, nope. Let's see, what else do we want on here? I like that. I like that a lot. I'm not going to put it on the corner because I like the background. This was from a calendar cover that I was using up, so it's got a cool design on it. I don't necessarily have to cover up the entire design. Just like that. You like the ladder? That is somebody's artwork. I got that out of a textbook for art, and I don't remember who did it because I cut it off, but that's somebody's artwork. And it's got to be famous because it was in a textbook. Bunny. Getting things too matchy-matchy now. I'm getting too matchy-matchy again. The lions would be cool in here. Maybe I should just find some images and find places for them. I like the spoons. Probably put the spoons up in here. And that sunset's really kind of cool. The train is interesting. Let's take these guys and see if we can find spots for them. I kind of like that. Don't know why, but I'm just going to go for it. I'm just going to go for it. Hi, Tina. Happy New Year. You've been away and you miss us. Well, we missed you. So glad you could show up today on my surprise live stream. Bye, Kat. Thanks for coming in, saying hi, and giving me a great name. It's probably, Moby Thick is probably, or Moby McThick is probably going to stick. It's a whale of a book. So, thank you. I just have to blame you now for the name. It's all your fault. Oh, look at that color. Wow, I didn't see that before. That would be great in my color glue book. And I don't know if my color glue book has a number, but it needs a number too. Let me save those pages. Moby McMonster. Oh, because it's a monster. Yes. Moby the monster. Yeah. Oh, that's too funny. Thank you, Kat. Oh, dear. Just makes me laugh. Okay. Now, can I get over there to get this one over on that page before the glue dries? Let me put it down here. Like that. So you can really see how fast, well, I guess it's almost been an hour and a half. Bye, Kat. And I really haven't gotten that far into it yet. I haven't had a chance to really glue a lot of stuff in yet. But it's going kind of fast. I might have to take off more of the paper because it still feels pretty lumpy where the paint chips were. get off what I can, I suppose, because those little squares are going to show up underneath the pictures. I don't know if I'm going to like that. Should probably sand it. Let me get these images out of the way for a second. I have a little sanding block. Let's see if I can get most of it off and then sand down the rest of it. Moby the Monster. Moby McMonster. Oh. All right. That's quite a bit of that paper. That's helping. For those edges, I'm going to like that a little better, I think. I might have to do that for the other one, too. Oh, yeah. Cat. Yep. Great minds think alike, Cat. Great minds think alike. Cat just told me to get some sandpaper. Not that I have a great mind, but at least I'm thinking like Cat, so obviously I'm going in the right direction, right? All right, so I think that is much better. It's much, much better. Not so many bumps and lumps and squares of extra paper. So now I've got all this paper dust all over the place I need to get rid of. All right, so yeah, I might have to go through all the paint chip brochures and make them like that, because that feels so much better and it's not going to have lumps underneath. All right. Moby McMonster. So funny. All right, I had something I was going to put on there, didn't I? Oh dear, and now I'm going to start choking on the paper dust. Oh, what was I going to put on there? Did I have something? I can't remember now. Oh, look at these lions. They look like they're looking at these two guys that are fighting or whatever they're doing here. That's hilarious. You have to put them right about there so they're looking directly at those people right there. And I need to cut off that much. So, are you guys doing glue books? I know Raven said that she was. Anybody else doing glue books? Debbie, I know Debbie does glue books. I don't know if she's doing glue books now, but I am. I'm going through my images. I'm gonna use them. I kind of wanted yesterday. I kind of wanted to get my shoebox out here and just go through the images as I had, 2 or 3 glue books out in different sizes and stuff, and find an image and use it someplace, or put it in the pile to find a new home for. And I didn't get that far because I ended up making little books yesterday. Cracker Jack box and Emma's glue booking. Yay! Mary is doing glue books. So Catherine wants to start. She hasn't done any yet, but she has images everywhere. I know how that is. I have images everywhere. I have them in shoe boxes and plastic. Uh-oh. Moby's coming loose. I might have to re-sew him. He's coming loose. Where's the... The stitches are coming loose. I have images in shoe boxes and the page protectors and in these, what do you call these? Pocket envelopes, clear envelopes. I've got a lot of them in here. A zipper envelope. And I like these so I can see what I've got going on. I've got images in bags for certain projects. There's the Serendipity book. I've got images in baskets so I can see things. Here's the super large glue book with just done with regular paper, the extra large size of paper. So I've got little glue books, or I've got glue books with almost every bit of paper, and I've got baskets everywhere full of images. Got like 5 baskets here. Lots and lots of baskets. And piles everywhere. Piles. Do I know what I have? I don't know what I have. When I organize for glue booking, especially when I organize my images in particular, what I'm finding is I used to just put everything in a shoebox, and I was having a hard time going through the shoebox and finding stuff because they were bending, they were folding, they were askew inside here, and every time I flipped through them, it seemed like I was bending something or something was happening. That little otter looks kind of cool right there. And so I didn't really like that. And so I started putting things in. I also store things in the smaller images. I store in envelopes like this. And I have written on the envelope what's in the envelope. This is mostly how I organize for my scavenger hunt book, my collection book. Each page has a different category. Hi, BJ. And I would collect in all these different envelopes different things. Here's frogs and Eiffel Tower, and here's my elephants, here's the birds. So I'd have it written down there, and as I collected things, I'd put them in their envelopes. And then I would know if I had enough stuff for the page. I would know where it is. I've got envelopes like this for ABCs as well. And that helped me organize to know if I had enough stuff to do what I wanted to do. But I really do like these envelopes. They hold quite a bit. They hold the large pieces of paper, the whole magazine page, and I can see what's in them, so I can kind of see what's going on. These were on sale at Office Depot for $1, so I got quite a few of them, and I put categories. I put trains on one side and fish on the other side so I could see through them. This one's Alice, round foods, that kind of thing. So I'm really liking this. I also like the page protectors. I have a whole binder full of the colors, different colors. And I have cardstock in here. Let me show you the binder. It's right over here. But you can do this with other things, not just colors. But so you've got your page protector, and then you can put your images in the page protector, and you know if you've got enough stuff for a page because it pretty much fills up the page. So I have this sorted out into different colors. I have a piece of cardstock with different colors on the back so I could kind of match up the colors as I was going. This is really time consuming, and I don't know if I'm going to do this. I'm going to continue doing this. I might finish up my color glue book and find different uses for these pages, but this was really, really hard to keep up and to, yeah. It's been really hard to organize. But you can see your images. If you were collecting cats or whatever, you'd be able to put them in here and have a place for them, and you could have little tabs so that you could find what you're looking for and have it organized. A lot of glue books. A lot of the glue books that I am doing, like this one, are completely random. So what I've been doing lately, I'm trying to get away from the shoebox thing because the shoebox thing is not working for me. But what I am doing is, as I'm sorting these out, I'm putting them in sizes, large images, not necessarily what it is, but large, medium, and small, keeping those things together. So when I'm doing something like this, I can put all these large images down first and then come back and get medium images and fill in gaps, and then get the small images and really put details on the page. So that's where I'm kind of headed at this point. Not necessarily, I mean, I still have to do categories for my scavenger hunt book, but in general, I am just doing images in small, medium, and large sizes. And I think I haven't been doing that for very long, but I think that will work for me to an extent. I like these trees, and I think they need to be up on the top. Does that make any sense? Right. You use those two. You put white piece of paper in the pocket pages so you can use both sides. Yeah, and it's a great way to store things. You can put the binder on a shelf, get it out of your way. And you're not flipping through a shoebox like this and bending the images to see what's underneath and see what you have, and things aren't shifting and folding and all that kind of stuff. So I really am trying to get out of the shoebox. I've got a chicken. The shoebox storage. I really, really want to. Well, that's kind of cool. That's pretty large. And I've got, like I said, I was going through the shoebox, so I've got many different sizes in this one. I just kind of wanted to use things up. And so I was just trimming things out. That didn't get trimmed. That needs to be trimmed. I was trimming things up to use, and so then I don't have to do too much sorting. There are many, many ways to save images, and it just depends on how you like to, what works for you. There's many different ways to go about it. I love this. I don't know where I got this. Cloth, paper, scissors. It was somebody's artwork, but I just love the colors of those. Maybe I should put them in here somewhere. It's monkeys. I don't know. Yeah, I've got way too many images, and let me use these faces. So I need to start using stuff up. Oh, I've got 2 of the trees. I got 2 of those. Oops. Let's put it someplace else so I don't use it for in the same glue book. All right, so that is that. Does that help anybody? You want to do a dog and cat glue book, all images about them? I had a hard time finding images of cats. I had to break down and actually buy a cat magazine to find. I'm going to have to do something with this chicken. A rooster. Rooster. I had to buy a magazine to find cat images. I mostly find dog images. And I'm a cat person, so I'd rather have kitties. I don't want all that white. I do want all this red, though. Sorry. I don't know where I'm going to put him, but I just was inclined to fussy cut that white off at this moment. I just had to do it. So this junk journal is really a random. There's no reason for putting any images with any other images other than it fits the space. It's the right size for that space. So I love this chicken. I feel like I need to put this chicken someplace. Let's see if we can find room for the chicken. Don't necessarily need those words. I don't know why I didn't cut those words off. I think it's funny that he's looking at this poor girl in this art gallery. Let's see if I can find stuff to go underneath him. I could cook it for dinner. Then he wouldn't be able to look at Oh, quite a few calendars of cats. Yeah, that would be a great place to get images for sure. So we could put these faces here. And I need something over here. I need it kind of fat. I want it over this way. That's a little too busy. Let's see here. Those kind of look interesting. I need something here now. Oh, I could put some more faces over there. Here I am planning out this page. I said it was going to be random. What do we think? Is that silly? I think it's silly enough. I think I'm going to go for it. And I could put some other little pictures in between. A chicken walked into a bar. Well, this is actually an art gallery. So let me figure out how to get this stuff on here in the same order. And I'm going to have to scooch along. I'm going to put this page together. And I am going to go off and do my errands for the week. Let's see here. Oops. Let's see. Like that. We don't need this. So I'm going to cut that off and glue that down. Right there. Like that. And then I can, oops, I was supposed to put these guys underneath. I can cut that little turkey off so I can put him someplace else. And put this down here underneath before the other one dries. Like that. And then put that back down there. We have chickens. My father had chickens for a while. Oh, that's too bad. You lost one because of the cold. Chickens have a lot of personality. My father had banty hens. I'm going to put that right there. So they were a little bit smaller. The eggs were smaller. They're kind of cute. He had quite a few of them. Like 20 of them or something. There was a lot of them. And then we're going to put this chicken this rooster, so he is looking right at this poor girl. Like that. I don't like the straight edge down here, but I am going to definitely feature girl's chicken. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh no. Let's see here. Let's get him situated just right again. All right. All righty. So there's another page all done. I should probably put this little turkey somewhere. Doesn't really fit. Well, he'll find a different home, I suppose. Kind of like the color of this one. We'll put it over here. Or down here so I can get rid of these words. Let me put it down there. I need to get my gluing magazine out because I'm getting glue on the image. I'm trying to do it fast. I need to get a move on here. I need to get a move on. Duke Homestead under the turkeys. Maybe I should. Let's see here. Let's cut it off. Let's see what we can do with it. Got quite a bit done. Got that page done. I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I like it. Not a big fan. Not a big fan. And I lost my lid. I'm going to have to go hunting down the glue lid. All right. So I have got to get a move on. Oops, that one didn't get glued in. So before I pick it up and lose stuff, we've got quite a bit of stuff put in here. Really, quite a bit, considering I was talking about other books and stuff like that. This is almost all finished. Here's a part that needs to be cut off. That needs to be, oh, I guess that comes down that way. So I got quite a few pages done. Wow. When I'm not being too fussy, I can actually get some stuff done. I didn't do anything with the elephants yet. I need to surround the elephants with some stuff. Elephants need some stuff. That's kind of cool. Might have to put that there. I like that. I don't like the color, I think. I do. I like that a lot. I might have to trim it up first and then glue it down. All right. You're going to have to make one of these. Thanks, everyone, for spending some time. Hi, Judy. I like the pages too. I think I'm gonna have. Oh, I got the ballerinas down here. I think I'm gonna have a lot of fun. But there's a lot of spaces here that I didn't even get to. A lot of spaces that I didn't get to. This is going to take me a while to do. This is a long-term project. Moby McMonster is a monster, and it will take me a long time. So I guess that was only about an hour and a half of actual gluing, right? Only about that much. So hi, Azure Muse. Wow, I'm seeing all kinds of people here that I haven't seen in a while. Thanks for being here. Sorry, I got to go and do my errands and all that stuff. It's not really my day anyway. So I am going to have fun putting my images, my use it or lose it images in here so that they have a place to live. Wow, that's going to be kind of cool right there. Yes, it'll be fun. It'll be fun, but it's a long project. You can never find me when I'm live. I'm not sure when I'm live. I am live every Tuesday and Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. This is just a fluke. It was a surprise. I decided to come on and do some work when I had a couple minutes, so I wanted to do a little bit. I should leave that page open to remember to glue that in. I need to remember to glue that in. So yeah, this was just a surprise. This is not my normal time. A Friday fluke. Yep. All right, so thank you everyone for stopping by. I'm going to update the glue book list in the group. Hopefully I can do that tonight when I get a minute. I get a minute and I forget all the things I needed to do in that minute. So please remind me if I forget. So thanks everyone.